Ramble, young man, Ramble.
Back.
Let
that break.
Exactly.
Let her get a cameo.
Yes. Okay, sit down. Hey, sit.
Give her an analysis, Toothless.
Yeah. What do you think?
What do you think of the fights?
Give me 5. Yeah. All right. What we talking? What we doing? We're back. Okay. Well, thing is, I like to say like people, especially this day and age, they want to be first. Mm-hmm. Everyone wants to be first on the scene. Right after the fight, next day, they want. That's the era we're in. Immediate reaction. And again, I don't react. I respond. I take my time. Cause I'm this whole shit like, bro. You have to like you understand because you see me go through what I went through.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah. No, but like I like like it was surreal. It was crazy, a lot of emotions, but like I like to process my own thoughts myself first, post-fight showers, all that, and then I decide, okay, this is what I want to say, this is what I want to get across. And then, yeah, that's why it took so long to get this, like, because people been waiting for, when's your interview, when are you going to say it? I'm like, there's a lot to get through.
Let's start there, though.
Yeah.
How was that first post-fight shower? Because that's what you always talk about.
I didn't shower for like, well, first, we had the after party at Sunday morning, because it's around midnight, I fought. So Sunday morning, I think I go to the club, 11, shot to 11 in Miami.
You didn't shower after the fight? That's right, you didn't shower.
I didn't, I went straight, put my outfit on, went straight to the club. Man, bro, I smell great. I smell fucking great. So I went to the club, 11, kicked it there, back home. Then that's Sunday morning, right? 11. Then Sunday night, we go to Tootsie's, shout to Tootsie's, got a few shoulder rubs.
Well, but you didn't sleep. You had like a nap like at what, 8 p.m.? You didn't sleep all night.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, true. I didn't. I was up. I was just buzzing. Like I was just like you have to like you understand because you're close to me. You understand. But for those who have never like tried to achieve anything this great in their life, they'll never understand. So for me, I was just like still just wired up, talking about the fight. Watched the fight a couple of times, or once actually that night. And then I had a nap around 7 p.m. or so because I was like, nah, we're going to Tootsie's tonight. I'm in Miami, we gotta go to Tootsie's. So I went to Tootsie's, have fun there. Even got to a point, I was there and I told this one chick, I was like, look, like this isn't exciting to me. My life is so exciting right now. I thought this is what's gonna do it for me. I was like, this is not working for me. And she understood, but.
Let's backtrack 1 second because you said you watched the fight again that night. How long had it been for you to be excited to watch one of your fights after that happened?
Ages. Oh. Costa? Hold up. Yeah, since Costa.
And how good did it feel to be like, yeah, let me go watch this fight. Watch this back.
And it's not just about the finish. People have to understand, like even Brad Tavares, Vegas, you were in the suite with me. It was me, you, Angelov, Ash, Jeff. And then you guys understand how I am. We're having an after party in my suite in Vegas. And then I'll just be on the laptop watching the fight, breaking it down myself, rewind, frame, slow-mo. And then after about 20 minutes, I'll come back to the party, tap in, talk some shit, dance, play some UFC on the fucking screen. And then I'll go back to the laptop at the dining table because I'm still tapped in with you guys. And I just like break it down, watch it again. So I like to watch the fights back that I'm excited about. It's not just about the finish. It's about what I'm excited about. Was I excited the way I performed?
Yeah, you've been happy with the performance,
result,
everything.
The result and the art of it, yeah. So for me, for the longest time, a dance partner hasn't got me like that. And New York, I watched it, I think 3 days after, because I wanted to see. I had fun in that fight in New York, but I didn't like the result, obviously. But this one, I love the result and I love the performance and what I did in the fight, first round and second round. So like for me, I was like, yeah, I was excited to watch it again. Then I think after Tootsie's went back home, then Monday, was it that night?
We watched it on I think Sunday.
Sunday, yeah. And then I had a nap. And then Tootsie's Sunday night. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I spent in my room. And I think I came out once for about 20 to 30 minutes each day, but I spent it in my room.
How come?
Just because like so much stimulus, man, so much stimulation, so much accolades, so much voices, so much, everyone wants everything. So I just wanted to be in a in my own space, and bro, so much screen time. I was fine. People think they don't understand this. They don't understand what the method to my madness. You have to strike while the iron is hot. There's a reason I have never bought followers in my life. Ever. A lot of you have. You have. You know you have. I've never boosted a post, nothing like that. I know how social media works. I know how farming attention works. So right, this fight just happened. My page is blowing up. You have to, it's still blowing up. You have to strike while the iron is hot. You know why? You got to run the numbers up. My deal with Puma is about to get renewed. I've got some other people knocking on the door. They want to get in business. So what they're going to ask at some point is, what's the analytics? What's the insights? They want screenshots of the insights or screen recordings. So I show them the insights. Like, oh my God, 28 million on this video. Holy shit, 40 million on this video. Fuck, 10 million on this. Run the numbers up. So they think like I'm just posting for fun.
It's not a job.
I know what I'm doing. You could never do what I do. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. So that's why I was in my room. Well, I was in my room really just to get away from everyone. But then I left the door open during the day just because I wanted to tap into the energy. But then I'll just walk outside like for a little bit and whatnot, come back. But then, yeah, Wednesday, we finally went to the airport, I think in the evening. And yeah, it was good to just have that time to myself. Those 3 days in my room just to like really, because everyone knows you just watch this on the screen. You're not involved in this. They're not involved in this. So it's just like, whatever, next. But now this, I'm involved in it. It's happening to me. It's happening in my life. So I have to really be immersive and really take control of the situation. Yeah, player one.
Nice. Right, let's rewind to where, what was it, the fourth arc, this saga began. After Goddard stopped it at 281. What were the immediate thoughts running? I guess watching the replay, you're like, oh, why did you stop it?
Oh, watching a replay? Oh, you mean in the fight or watching a replay?
Just as soon as he called it off.
Ref, I'm okay. It's funny, look, you look at that moment and look at this moment. Because that one, I told you I was down here. I was like, okay, he's trying to hit me, he's hitting me. And yeah, he hurt me. But also he hurt my leg. And my leg was the thing keeping me immobile, but I was on the fence and I was like, right, he can only keep this up for so long. And eventually I'll catch him. I was gonna take him down. But then Ref jumped in, I was like, you know what? Fair enough. Again, my leg stumbled, blah, blah, blah. And he caused that. I'm not taking he caused that to happen. So credit to him, all credit to him in New York. And that was his moment. But again, I was just like, fuck, And I like Goddard as well. He's not a bad referee, but if, you give Gastelum how many chances against me when I dropped him how long in the fifth round? I'm like, fuck, give me a chance, man. But I'm glad it all happened the way it happened because again, this was meant to be. It was meant to be for me.
And I think it was just that one sequence of you throwing the leg kick and then your legs being crossed over. You tripped, and that's what gave him the adrenaline boost to press forward. People
think I actually, his check did something, but I was like, it wasn't his check. I kicked and I came back. Do the thing, Luca. Show them. I kicked, and as I was coming back, my leg, I didn't bring it back properly, and it got crushed over, and I rolled back. So people think, he's got such a powerful check. I was like, no, he checked. It's a regular fucking check. I'll kick a shin again, right on the shin. But it wasn't that. I just crossed my legs on the way back, and that made me trip. And then that gave him the adrenaline
That shit
boost.
sucks, by the way. I don't know how you guys do it over and over again.
What?
Checking kicks, kicking shins.
Why? What would you say?
I don't know. I think Frank and I were playing around and he threw a kick and I checked it or something. I was like, oh, and it was like 5% power.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, fuck this.
If you feel my shins, honestly, if you feel my shins, it's like a stegosaurus's bone. It's like a stegosaurus back. I just got bumps in it. Bumps.
Does it even hurt when you check now? Are the nerves
adrenaline.
True.
Adrenaline is, and also some of the nerves are dead, so it's whatever. But it doesn't really affect myself. Yeah, fighter things. Yeah.
Y'all wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Player one, player two.
Fucking hell. You have one fight. Oh, man.
All right, what was that first conversation with Eugene after 281?
Fuck, 281.
We're going deep.
After 281. I went backstage.
What did you say to him? What did he say to you?
In the cage, I can't remember, to be honest. It was
the first thing that you remember?
Backstage, I was just like, oh, fuck, man. But it's okay. I was fine. I was just like, again, I was like, fuck, damn it. Again, he got me at the end and I had him. And I was like, fuck, same story. But talking to Eugene, he just reassured me. And I was like, I felt like I let him down, but he's like, nah, fuck, bro, I'm proud of you. So he reassured me that, we did like I did well.
Your
So
stock went up after that fight.
I know, but like I don't care. Fuck stocks, fuck everybody else. It's about you guys, the people that in my circle, people that I care about and care about me. That's what I care about. You guys are nice too, but in the same sense, you flip to the next person after this. So it's like, yeah. I was like, nah, I just wanted to make sure he was proud of me. He's like, I'm proud of you. You fucking did well. I'm like, yeah. But fuck. You can even say after the fight, I was like, don't worry, we'll get him next time.
How frustrating was that? Was the story repeating itself? You being close to beating him and then...
It wasn't in the moment. It wasn't even afterwards, bro. People would say, oh, you take a loss so well. I'm like, I hate losing. I fucking hate losing. But again, loss is part of life, and I've had bigger losses in this life. So it wasn't like it was the end of the world. And I'm glad I am the way I am, because again, me being the way I am made you guys feel comfortable. Even she called me, mom called me like I think a week later and just said like, I'm so proud to have you as a son, the way you handled that loss, because I was worried and blah, 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 and you just showed me who you are as a man. And she just gave me the biggest compliment of my life. So it was nice to just make sure you guys are okay. And I think even Andrew said, Schultz, he said, seeing you okay made everyone else feel like, that's my thing, calm down.
I'm drinking pop, what do you want?
Ooh, pop. Soda pop. No, but yeah. So for me, I hate losing, but I wasn't like, oh no. I showed up, press conference. I couldn't show up to the after party because it was so late, and also I was wrecked. That one I was wrecked. But the next day, aerial, flagrant. Who else did I do?
Hot wings the day after, the 2 days after.
That's right. Yeah. So I showed up. I didn't hide. People think I went to crawl into a hole, but they don't have. They probably didn't even check. They just assumed I did.
Yeah.
But nah, I showed up. I'm like, win or lose, I'll always show up. So I showed up to that, and I showed up now, and I'm still showing up. Stay tuned. There's more fucking videos and clips and memes coming.
All right, let's talk about the camp, because it was this camp. Let's talk about how that camp was, because it was a little bit shorter than what your camps are normally like. And I was witnessing it. It looked to be a lot tougher because of the adversity that you had to go through, physical and mental. So talk about your experience during the camp, how it started. We'll talk about how it started, the game plan, how they explained it to you, and the journey of practicing and adapting the game plan during sparring, during training, and you getting more and more comfortable being in the fire.
Yeah.
So this is the next arc that we'll discuss.
Eugene even said it best. He said to me, either backstage or after the fight somewhere, is like, this is the most studied fight we've ever done. This is the most studied fighter we've ever done. He said, like, I had to get Twist and Mike Angle and just go deep on footage and tells, reads on all the fights me and him have had and all those other fights. They just studied this guy to a fucking T, to the point, because he tried 3 times. Even he said in the interview, he tried 3 times, and he's like, fuck, now I need help. So he got them to chime in. And even shout out to like a guy like Teddy Atlas, because I've taken my time to do this, because I like to watch after the fight. After great success, cue Borat thing.
Great success.
I like to watch all the YouTube stuff of afterwards. I'll go back and watch before. I've seen some before stuff, but I like to see what people have to say or what their ideas of what they think is happening is, so I can see like, oh, they were right or they're way off completely. But Teddy Atlas was the most on the money. Him and Luke Thomas.
On what, the pre-fight stuff or post-fight stuff?
Post-fight stuff. After this fight, they were on the money with, like, Teddy Atlas was telling me a Jaguar, and I was like, yeah. He's like, he didn't skedaddle this time. He stayed right there. I was like, yeah, Teddy knows. Like, you know what we've been working on. So yeah, Eugene said, like, this is the most studied fight ever, and we had to. And this camp was hard. I like the fact that it was shorter as well, because I've been fighting fucking years, bro. I've had over 100 fights. I know how to fight. I want to upskill my martial arts now, but to get fit, it doesn't take me long. Boom.
Well, 5 round fit gets you what, 8 weeks to get there?
Yeah, 8 weeks. 8 weeks is easy. I need 12, 13, 14 weeks.
Is that smarter now? I guess like the older you get and the less wear and tear that you want to put on your body, doing a shorter camp.
Efficient, yeah. So I just like, boom, I know how to get fit. I know what my body needs to do, especially the way I was disciplined this camp. I'm always disciplined every camp. Since the second Vittori fight, Eugene said, this was a great camp. After the second Vittori camp fight, he's like, this was a great camp. Now, how are you going to make it better? That's all he said. And then since that, I've just made each one better. And this one was the best one yet. And
so scratch that. You're not disciplined every camp. You've been disciplined since the Vittori.
No. Shut the fuck up. I was disciplined. No. I think I got here. I was disciplined, but shut the fuck up.
No, I didn't say anything.
Those areas and things that I let slide because of people I had in my life and whatnot that I had to like snip. But like I just had no distractions this camp. I was just like, it's fuck everything else that doesn't agree with this. Anything that doesn't help with this fight, scratch.
Is that coming with your age and maturity?
Yes.
You're 34 in a couple months.
33, fucking relax.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you're like, I mean, I'm not saying you're old.
Yeah, I'm not old, I'm fucking young.
Getting mature, like you're mature.
I'm mature, yeah, I think so. Maturing and also realizing who I am more every time. Not just each fight, just me. Just as I grow older, I just know exactly what I need. And also I've had over 100 fights. So I know my body, I know my mind, I know my spirit. So yeah, this camp was just hard, but it was worth it. All camps are hard, but this one's a new level of hard, but it was worth it. It was a way that I was able to just navigate this camp to a point where I think I was late once, but everyone else was late because of traffic. But like, I was just on, bro. I was fucking on. So now again, like what Eugene said, the next camp, I'm gonna make it even better. I'm gonna make it like, they're fucked, bro. You guys don't understand. They're like, after this fight, it's kind of like after the Gaston fight. What happened after the Gaston fight? Look, I fought Robert Whittaker and I fucking smoked him. I would have done the same thing to Romero, but he didn't want to. Trust me, I'm telling you guys this. It's over now. But like, he didn't want no smoke. He just pretended like he did. But I was on after that fight. I'm glad that happened anyway because it gave me a little bit of chip on my shoulder when people were backlashing me. Yeah. But then since, like, I unlocked a new level after the Gaston fight. This fight, I unlocked fucking 3 new levels.
What did Atlas say? You opened rooms in your house like you didn't know you had?
Yeah, actual. Yeah. No, I ventured. Who said that?
Atlas. Teddy Atlas.
True, that's right.
Yeah, he was on a real passionate.
Yeah, that's right. I remember he said that, yeah. But I literally did. I feel like now I'm like, they're fucked. And with who I'm bringing in soon, just to work on some shit, they're fucked, bro. Like, it's bad for them.
Let's backtrack a little bit. So, was that true what Eugene said when he talked about, he did an interview explaining, and he said something about when he told you about the new game plan. Was it true you said that you told Eugene that he was going to really stress out in this fight because he's putting you in the fire?
No. Like, when at one time he said, like, for this fight, I want us to be more offensive minded. I'm like, finally, thank you. Because again, we were so good at the long range, keep people away, pop them, move, hurt them, knock them out. But like, you know, with this guy, we couldn't do that because he's also long and tall as well. So after 281, me and Eugene, I was like, because some of the fight, like example, the second Whittaker fight, after the first round, I really wanted to go after him, but Eugene had to pull me back, and I was like, I should have gone with my instinct, because again, the first Whittaker fight,
your instincts.
I went with my instinct, and then we were able to just adapt. This fight, I went with my instinct. This last fight, I went with my instinct. We'll get to that. I went with my instinct, and we were able to just like get it done. But yeah, and it's we have a game plan that was working and works. But sometimes as a fight, it's also they can see shit outside the cage that I can't see, and I can feel shit inside the cage that they can't feel. So we have to work together. But yeah, this the Whittaker, which one was I talking about? The Whittaker 2, yeah, that one. I really want to go after the first round because I heard him. And I was southpaw, but I was like, okay, fuck, go back to the game plan. We're back to orthodox, and then just, you know, beat him up, but could have done worse.
Yeah.
Could have done worse, yeah.
Even though they gave you that new game plan, it wasn't like it was, you know, smooth sailing.
Yeah.
That, you know, you're
when I said I was going to make him stress out, that's right. Yeah, I did say that.
Yeah,
I said that, but like,
and I'm talking about you adapting the game plan and practicing. It wasn't just like, you know, here's a new blueprint. And I'm going to say it wasn't just smooth, like, you know, you just switched it on and...
Drills.
There was but there was also like adversity to adapting to a new game plan.
Yeah.
And what's it called? Learning how to be comfortable in the fire.
The thing is, I've done that before. Again, look, the first Whitaker fight, UFC 243, that was not the game plan, but I just felt good in that moment. I was just like, and that's right after the Gaston fight, I was feeling myself. I was just like, man, let's go. And I was able to just take it to Whitaker, like bang with him. So I know how to like fight mid-range and be in the fire, but it's just been a while. So I had to get comfortable with the fire again, be a fireman. And doing that in the gym, I told you, I was like, bro, you're gonna stress out this fight. Like I was ready, cause I even said in the gym, I was telling my teammates, I want to fight. Like I want to be in a fight. That's why in this fight, whenever he tried to press me, I'd stay right there. I wouldn't just get that out of the way. I'd stay right there, like let's go, and I'd like try and bang with him, and move away, stay right there. And he would just be plodding forward because he just thinks he's gonna bully me. I'm like, all right, bet, I'm gonna stay right here.
Even being around the trainings, this one was different because it was like there was always at least 2 out of the 4 coaches there at every session.
Yeah.
And even then, when they were there, they were paying very close attention, especially during sparring.
Yeah.
To see you trying to implement the things that we're teaching you, and giving you feedback, giving your sparring partners feedback on how to tweak things and whatnot. This was the most attention they've ever put into a training camp.
Yeah.
That I've witnessed.
Yeah.
So talk to me how your confidence grew during the camp, from week 1 till the end, and how you were, able to, overcome those hurdles. Because witnessing it, I could see, because, they'll be like, stay there, don't worry about the counters, I could, it was,
What do you say again? Those words, it's like, trust me, you'll take care of them.
It's like, trust your instincts, don't worry about the counters.
All he said was just, trust me, you'll take care of them. You're fine. I was just like, okay, cool. He's a general. He tells me to go kill someone, I go kill him. Yeah. So when he said, trust me, you'll take care of them, I was like, bet, I trust you. Yeah. So that's the thing. People lose that in this game because it's fighting, but it's martial arts. But when I put my life in his hands, I'm like, right. Yeah.
I'm trying to drill down because people talk about, you being a mental giant and how you're able to overcome the noise, the adversity, but even the stuff in the gym. Because switching up those styles from how you normally fought to, being mid-range, I could see that, there was hurdles that you had to climb.
Overcome.
So that's even another part of the mental battle before you even got into, know what I mean?
Okay. Tyson Pedro, Ben Johnston, Ben Boyce, Carlos Ulberg, Navajo Sterling. Who else was there? The Bear, the Bachlan Bear, Brando. I don't know how you say his next name, but his last name, my bad, brother. But there's a few other guys as well. But like these are like the main staple guys I was sparring with. Who else was there?
And they're all light heavyweights. Hold
up. I'm trying to think. Who else? Is there anyone I'm missing that I was sparring with? I said Boise already. Yeah. But like these guys, there was one day, man. There was one day. I remember this one Monday. I came to sparring. Everyone whooped my ass.
That's probably there, yeah.
Everyone whooped my ass. I had the worst sparring, and I was feeling myself too. But everyone whooped my ass. Well, I think I just came in just like, regular, I was confident, like, I want to do this today, I want to work on this, but everyone whooped my ass on that Monday. So I was like, fuck. And that's normal. I always have those at least once or twice every camp. I always have a day where just like sparring, once or twice is fucking shit. And then back in the day, you question yourself, like, fuck, am I good at this? Like there was one, before the heavyweight king of the ring one, I think 3 weeks beforehand, before the heavyweight king of the ring one, Eugene brings in Tony Angelov because I didn't really have many big guys to spar with, so he brings in Tony Angelov to help me for the heavyweight king in the ring fight. And then, he just handled me, man. He just handled me. It was at the old gym. And I remember going home just like, I'm gonna fight heavyweights in 3 weeks. And he started to like, fuck, what do I sign up for? Yeah, and then, so this Monday, everyone whooped my ass. But again, who I am now, I'm so sure of myself, I know it's part of the process. Again, I'm not young Izzy anymore. So I was like, it's one of them days, bet. Saturday comes, right? I get to the gym, in the car, put my AirPods in. I walk in, and I'm just like, hey, what's up? Boom, what's up, everyone? Hey, what's up? I'm not like, hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? I just, respect. But in my head, I'm like, I'm winning every round. And bruh,
I was there. Because you told me before that, I was like, this is it.
Oh, what I say?
You told me a few days before, because after that one, you were like, Nick, on Saturday, I'm winning every round. I'm winning every round.
I was just like, I know the fuck I am, but I was just like, nah. And I came in and I just, and it's like, Sparring is about learning.
Yeah.
I'm not in there like,
Try new things.
I'm not a bitch like Sean Strickland. The way he does this.
Yeah.
Sometimes some of them deserve it, I'm sure. I don't know the backstory, whatever. Some of the people he fucks up. But it sometimes seems sparring. I'm like, why are you doing that to your sparring partner? Like, you're not helping them. You're not even helping yourself because then you just don't have them. But yeah, to win, you don't have to win every training session. That's normal, you know. Some sparrings I lose to some guys and I'll win fucking 5 out of 7 rounds or whatever. But the sparring, I was like, I'm gonna make sure I dominate every round. I'm gonna make sure I implement everything we've been working on. I'm gonna make sure I take care of everything. So that's why I came in there with a clear goal. And I remember and then I was just like, fuck, I'm the man. I was like, that's right, I forget. But again, old Israel, like I said, with the Tony stuff, I was like, man, would I be able to, what's gonna happen if, you know, like, and look what happened in Heavyweight King in the Ring.
Yeah.
I smoked them. So this one again, that Monday it was a bad Monday, man. It was a bad Monday. I just got handled so bad by everyone. Oh, Mark Timms. Fuck, that's right. Shout out to my dog, Mark Timms. I was like, this one more person I'm forgetting. Mark Timms. And Robel Hailu as well. It's coming back to me. Sorry, boys. But yeah, those are my dogs. So yeah, Mark Timms even. Fuck, Mark Timms.
He got you a couple of times.
Bro, the worst. No, I say worst, I mean the best. Like just the worst person to spar this camp. Like Ben Johnston was good, a fucking good Pereira impersonator, but Mark Timms is just so he's like a kickboxing Andre Ward. He's so small, Bernard Hopkins. He's so technical, and fuck. There's one I didn't want to talk. You'll see it later on. Later on, we'll put some stuff out at another date in a few years. You'll see some stuff because I think Jeff caught the one on video where he caught me. Yeah, oh man, I was just like, hold up. Fuck, it was good though. It was good. Mark is the fucking man. And Robel as well. He studies Pereira and he knows how to use his body. And the bear, fucking hell, those boys, man. And Ben Boys, the best hobbyist I've ever fucking known. The guy doesn't do no cardio, no nothing, but he just goes. He's just tough. He just goes and he talks shit as well. And that gets me going. I'm like, yeah, fuck you, let's go. But it's all love. It's all love.
How much of the game plan do you want to talk about?
We'll talk a little bit, not too much. We'll talk a little. If you're smart, like I said, if you're smart enough, you figure it out.
Yeah, figure it
But
out.
a lot of you aren't smart enough.
Who said enough?
Yeah.
Okay, you wrote something on your mirror. Was that before the start of camp?
Yeah, it was about,
Or a couple of weeks in?
so I did this dose of psilocybin,
What's psilocybin?
mushrooms. And then I was tapping in. It was after training one day, I was on my couch. I was just tapping into myself. And then I went to the shower. And this is maybe after a few hours. And then I activated myself on a different level. Like I went to that zone. I activated, when I show up, when I shed the skin, I activated myself and I was like, right. And then after the shower, I just wrote 8th April, Miami, the greatest comeback in sporting history. Yeah, I just knew. I was just like, right. Because after that shower, I was just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's so hard to explain. But you have to get into that, tap into that primal self. I was just tapping into it, feeling my breath. That's why you hear me grunting a lot lately. In certain bits, I can activate my primal self in a different way. There's so many things I learned about myself this camp. I can raise my testosterone physiologically, literally. There's techniques. I can, I'll talk about those later on. That's for another video.
Episode
But
2.
Yeah, but
How to raise your pain.
That message was just for myself. I wrote a few other ones, a couple other. I wrote, I don't chase, I attract on one mirror, and on the other mirror I wrote meditate every day. Because meditation, I meditate to Egyptian flute music, Chinese flute music, or Islamic azans, or anything soft. Those are the main 3 that I'll meditate to. I'll pick and choose depending on how I feel. And meditation, man, is just for focus.
Yeah.
It's for focus because, again, you're trying to focus on your breath. Or for me, I focus on my breath, and then sometimes I'll focus on my pineal gland, and I'm touching it and make it like I can feel it. So I just focus on that and keep breathing. And then if my thought ever wavers, just bring it back to the breath or bring it back to the pineal. And doing that just taught me how to focus. So that's why even me and Eugene, before the second round, you see him go, he said, hey, focus. I said that was fast, but then especially when you focus, there's no time. When you're focused, there's no time. You're not just wavering and thinking. So meditation really helped me this camp. I said meditate every day.
So those things that you described are just tools that you use to stay locked in and
Exactly.
fortify your mind.
Yeah, exactly.
And talk about your work with Dave Wood, because I feel like that
Oh
was
yeah,
in-
100%. Yeah. So I went and worked with Dave Wood. This again, I didn't work with him at 281 because there was so much, especially in this game. There's so much to work on. So I thought like I still have the tools from Dave I can use. So I didn't really use them on 281, and I don't regret it. But I decided I'm in this camp. I need to use him because again, he's another crazy man like me, and we go deep. We go deep. So talking to him, working in the pool. Even like some of the stuff I did this camp, I thought he was bullshitting me when he told me I was in the ice bath. And he had this challenge because he'd never done it either. He's like, okay, in this ice bath for 2 minutes, only 2 breaths. So that's throughout the whole ice bath for 2 minutes. But you don't just do it like that. You have to inhale, hold, and then when you feel like it, towards the end of the first minute, exhale, and then inhale again. And he couldn't do it in the first time. I'm sure he's done it multiple times now, but the first time I did it first try, and he was like, fuck, like, bro, that thing, he was buzzing. But I was like, is he bullshitting me? But I was like, nah, because I can tell genuinely. He was just like, because he's competitive, he's like, fuck, he hates losing as well. I was like, don't worry, hey, I'll teach you next time, kid.
Yeah.
I was talking shit to him, but like, yeah, and those kind of things, the ice bath every day as well. I was in the ice every day at the lounge. And I was just making sure I did everything in my power to make sure I'm fully focused and fully locked in. Even the ice bath, jumping in the ice bath every single time, your brain wants to play tricks on you and make you feel like, oh, no, you shouldn't because you'll die of hypothermia. But I'm just like, nah, fuck that. So I just jumped in straight away. I didn't care. And doing that, it just, again, fortifies your mind to the point where you're just like, okay, right, we're here. Boom, I just jump in. Even though my brain's like, nah, and I'm in, that's what my brain is doing, not me. I jump in, I'm just like, straight away locked in. But my brain would try and like, I'm like, I have to tell it, relax, because I have to show who the master is, who the master of the body is, of the soul, of the mind. But it'll try and do something, but it's self-preservation. That's the strongest instinct in the human animal.
Yep. Okay, to wrap up with the camp segment, we're gonna watch that Monday sparring. I've not even seen it yet myself.
Wait, the Monday sparring, which one? The one with
Yeah, with Johnston.
Ben Johnston and Tyson, or?
No, the one where you got injured.
I haven't even seen it yet. Fuck, that was bad. Oh, they don't know yet. You don't know yet. You're about to find out.
This is breaking news.
Breaking news. You're about to find out. That was bad.
Okay, but before we watch it, so on the weekend before this, you had Shark Tank sparring. And that was tough. We'll show you limits of that.
Yeah.
And then the day after, you had a hard spider. And then Eugene paused the timer on you on the 5th round for an extra.
Okay, bro, that was crazy. I didn't even know he did, but I was like, I kind of had a hunch, like, why did they, someone else, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then I think that same night, you texted me something, I think I sent you a video or something, and you replied me at 4 a.m. And I was like, okay, he's probably gonna...
What did I say?
Oh, you usually reply, I think something to do with something, you texted me. But it was 4 a.m., so I'm like, okay, he's probably gonna skip morning session tomorrow. And, rest up and then hit sparring. But no, you went to you went to pads at what, 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. on that Monday.
Away.
And then this night, you had sparring.
Yeah.
And you looked tired from the jump.
Yeah. I could feel it, but then I was just like, you gotta push through sometimes. You
looked tired from the jump, just getting tagged, like, this.
I wasn't reacting. My reaction was just...
And then AB told you something before this round started. AB, shout out to Base Benefit.
Yeah, my dog,
his strength and conditioning coach.
My brother, Abiola Beckley, the strongest, the best, honestly. Like, that guy, this whole camp, even the weight cut, we'll get to the weight cut, but like, that guy's been so solid this whole camp. He's been my brother through and through. He's been right there for me whenever I needed him. Boom, right there and there. So he got me ready for this fight like no one else ever. Like, fuck, he was a man. But yeah, before this round, he said something about cognitive fatigue or something. I can't remember how he said it. And he's like, but just turn, and I was like...
You manually activate it.
Yeah, he said like, I know you're tired. I know it's called cognitive, but you can just go, just show up. And I was like...
Turn it on.
Yeah, he said turn it on. I was like, I bet. Again, he's another coach of mine. Tell me to jump. I say, how high? I was like, all right, say less.
So before this round, like we just said, you were like losing every round, sluggish, getting
Yeah, I was
tagged, and
sluggish,
then he
yeah.
told you to turn it on.
Yeah.
A grade 1 tear of MCL.
Yeah.
And I think you sprained or strained the ankle and the ligaments in there as well. But from here, it was straight to ice bath, and then we just did everything. It was physio, ultrasound, magnets, taping, Panadol, ibuprofen, Normatec inflatable boot sleeve. Like we just threw
This fucking kitchen sink.
the kitchen sink at it.
Yeah.
But talk about how when it happened and how you immediately had to, you know, start adding bricks to your mental fortitude to, you know, keep it all together.
Cause I've been here before. My UFC debut, 3 weeks out. Did my right ankle. Right ankle. And I remember the next day or that night calling Gabe from Physiologic and being like, yo, I need to see you tomorrow ASAP, da 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 da. I wasn't even booked in, but he made time for me to see me. And then I haven't had cold sweats since then, I don't think so. But he had to like re-injure it, you know, cause pain to it so the blood flow can go or whatever. I don't know, it's fucking magic or whatever. But I remember like biting on a towel and sitting there in pain, screaming as he's fucking, like my hurt ankle, massaging it where it's not supposed to be massaged because it hurt. But you're supposed to because it causes blood flow to it and helps the, you know, especially with ultrasound and all that, helps the healing process. I remember just getting cold sweats. It felt like 10 minutes, bro. I don't know how long it was, but I remember just biting a towel and just going deep. So that's one. Brunson fight, I hurt my knee 3 weeks beforehand. I remember Pops saying, just take 5 days off and do nothing, because it was really bad. Took 5 days off after cortisone. Got permission or whatever, and then 5 days of nothing. 3 weeks before the fucking biggest fight of my life in MSG. I just took it off, and again, lock it in, lock it down. So this one was the same thing. I was just like, it's all part of the story. This is meant to happen. When I say meant to, no one ever wants anything like this to happen, but it's just, if you can't change your circumstance, you change your perspective. So I was like, right, this has happened. This is my perspective. This is meant to happen. I'll overcome this. So the comeback of getting from then to the cage was already like a big win for me, because I was like, yo, I'll beat that. And that's after doing that, because that was really fucking bad. That made me like, that was really bad. But after that, and I was like, if I can get through that and get to the cage, this fight, I can get through it. So added to my confidence, added to my fortitude, and I was just like, they can't break me. I don't remember what I was saying by the stroke. I was like, what did I say that? So yeah, you can roll the tape.
I wanted to say about, I think you said before, Eugene has, like, you know, teaches you guys to fight injured, because you would never go into a fight 100%.
Yeah, that's part of it. Everyone goes into a fight with something. It might be a finger, it might be sore legs, sore back, whatever. Fucking Kamaru was fighting without ACLs for how long? He broke his hand in the, I think,
Said he
2 weeks before the Kobe fight, yeah. Fucking the machine, was that his name? Marab fucking broke his hand before the Peter fight. So yeah, every fighter has something. It might be something. No fighter's ever truly 100%, you know? And everyone, oh, I might this after a fight, on my back. Even if I won, I didn't go straight away on the podium. Actually, Eugene, he told me this one time. He had a fight, and he was in the corner, Muay Thai fight, and he's a Lolo. I don't want to butcher the story. Something was hurt. And then after the first round, he goes and sits down and he goes, Lolo, I think my hand's broken. I can't remember if it was his hand or something. I said, oh, Lolo, I think my hand's broken. And he goes, Lolo's like, okay, you want me to stop the fight? He goes, no. I was like, well, fuck. Are you gonna fight? You gonna fight? Like, fight then. And then, yeah.
Did you win?
Like, yeah, I think so. But like, for me, yeah, he taught me that. Just like, it doesn't matter. You can go through anything. So I was ready. And also, I know me. I know who I am. So I was like, yeah, I'm locked in. They're not gonna break me, no matter what.
The hardest part for me was, because, you know, we took it to ice bath, we took you home, I got you ice. You had ice on your knee, ice on your ankle, and you were just sitting on your spot on the couch. I think the TV was on. I didn't think the volume was on or whatnot.
Yeah.
But you had your hoodie on, and you had zipped it up. And I was like, as when Jeff and I are leaving, I'm just like looking at you laying there, all like, I could see you were trying to like just keep it together.
Yeah.
And whatnot, because, you know, and the adrenaline had worn off.
Yeah.
The pain was on,
sore,
everything was hurting.
At that moment, I remember, I was just, when the hoodie was up, I just felt like bursting into tears. But then I was just like, nah, they're not gonna break me. This isn't gonna break me. Because
I could feel that.
Men, we should cry whenever we need to, but then there's a time where you need to like, it can't be your first response. Like something's wrong, it's not your first response. Nah, you have to be able to control your emotions. So I was right now, it's not the time to cry. So right now, it's the time to fucking fortify yourself and make sure you're locked in. So I was like, right. And I just made sure I was locked in. So you said while I was leaving, I don't remember this, but I remember this sitting down and just like, what was I doing?
I think I said something to you that we're leaving out then. You didn't even turn your head or whatnot. I think you just put a thumbs up.
Did I?
Then you had your hoodie on, everything. So I'm just like, oh man, I was so heartbroken.
Yeah. Nah, I've been through this, man. I've been through worse. Life kicks your ass, man. Mm-hmm.
But we pushed through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're on to fight week.
Yeah.
Departing. I feel like even when we came to your apartment with our suitcases ready to leave to the airport, the vibe was different. And you were moving better, you still had the swelling.
We're early to the airport.
Yeah, we're early to the airport, yeah. The vibes were good. And I was like, I think like I got there, my stress just went, down. I could see the swelling had gone down a bit. You were moving better. I knew it wasn't 100%. But I was like, I know I just had some
feeling.
Vibe and feeling to it.
I was ready. I wasn't even like self-sabotaging or anything. I was ready, and I wasn't gonna let this stop me. So for me, leaving that there, I was like, let's fucking go. I want to go to war. I've been for weeks leading up to the fight. I was like, I want to be in a fight. I want to feel like I was expecting this fight to be obviously like a Gastelum, but better and quicker.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna get hurt, but he's gonna get hurt, and I'm gonna take him out. So I was like, nah, I want to be in a fight. I want to feel like I'm being in a fight,
You took some big shots, even in that slow-mo one.
Yeah, I took some, but I didn't feel them. In the face, there's only one jab. When I tried to set him up, cue it, Luca. I tried to set him up, and then as I opened up, boom. Now he timed it. It was just I don't think he meant to. He just timed it, and then boom. Maybe he meant to. Who knows? I don't give him credit. But like, yeah, and I was like, fuck. So that was the first time I tried to set him up. Second one, I again moving back. Hook, but I just missed the right hand maybe. So people were like, oh, fluke, Hail Mary. I'm like, bro, you gotta look at the whole fucking tape. Don't just watch the knockout.
Alrighty, how do you like Miami?
I love Miami. Miami love me. That's my city now. I can't go back. They love me. I love Miami. I love the vibe. First time in 20 years, it was like almost destiny. What up? Mommy, Yami. Edjo and distract us. No, it's okay. Sorry. Look at me telling parents in our house. Sit down.
Can you bring me the remote?
Sit down. Pass me the remote.
Can bring me the remote?
Pass me the remote, daddy. Edjo, pass me the remote. Now where's the remote? Sit down.
I want this place clean in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. That was always the one. The house society. It was always 3 minutes.
I was smoke weed in my own house.
It was always 3 minutes. Why was it always 3 minutes? Why has to clean the house?
3 minutes.
It was always 3 minutes.
I think that's from the WWE. Remember those guys? WWE. 3 minutes.
So when
you have your children, don't train them.
I'll train them now. 3 minutes and we're out of here. Clock is
all right, we'll go through fight week. Let's start it. How's the vibes in Fighter House?
It was dope. I liked it. It was just, you didn't want to keep it straight. Like, no riffraff, no people like coming in to visit just for anything. Even though it always happens, but there's always time and place. He just wanted the nighttime to be like serenity, which we got. Because that's the place of war. That's the hub. That's strategizing. But Fighter House was dope. I liked the house, the neighborhood. I like my room. I was just, for me, I just need a bed, that's it. So I just had my bed, PlayStation right there. I was like, cool, I'm good.
Workout song, we vibed out to it on the way to the airport.
Yeah, it just came to me.
Where did the inspiration for the collar come from?
Collar, Unleashed. Like I said, and like,
the movie Jet Li, it's called
Unleashed.
Unleashed. In some markets, it's called Danny the Dog. They changed it.
Really?
In different markets, yeah.
Ah,
His name is
I
Danny.
have seen that. I just forgot about it. Yeah, same movie, yeah, but just different name. Yeah, they've done that with a few movies in the past. Yeah, it just came to me. I just felt like, I remember the movie, I was like, again, they just come and I was like, man, I just want to be unleashed. Like, because I said, I want to be in a fight, a dog fight, and just unleash, just release the collar and release the hound. So I was like, yeah. So it just came, and the song, Headstrong, Like, cause I think I played it, and then I was like, oh shit, and we started vibing, cause we used to vibe to that years ago, and I was like, I haven't heard this in years. And I just like, fuck, let's go. And then like the lyrics, back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong, I'll take on anyone. I know that you are wrong, and this is not where you belong. Just perfect. It's a mantra. So I just walked out to that, and I was just in my head. Like, visualizing is powerful, man. When I visualize and I see it, and then when we're in the car vibing, I was just like, this is the song. Because initially I had something else, and then I was about to play. I was like, hold on. I was like, also even better that it sounds like an anime fucking intro.
Yeah.
It literally sounds like any kind of anime intro. It was fucking cool. It was perfect.
What was the energy like you were getting from Pereira and his team during fight week as it went towards, press conference?
Well, I didn't see him too much, but press conference, I remember like when I looked in his eyes, he knew I wasn't going anywhere, because sitting next to me on stage, he was getting real confident, kind of acting out of character. He make me laugh. Ha ha ha. You said this last time. I'm like, bro, and people ask me questions, I'm being for real, saying exactly what I want to do, my intentions. People think I'm talking shit. I'm like, nah, I'm just telling you like what I'm gonna do, what the truth is. And then when he stared me down, he was right there, and I swear to God, he felt me. That was the moment he felt my energy. He knew, oh fuck. He knew, oh fuck, this guy's not intimidated. This guy's not going anywhere. This guy's he's really about this. And he knew straight away. And then that's why at the weigh-ins, he didn't want none of my spirit. He just like, after, okay. Then it's like, all right, face forward and just, trying to intimidate me. I was like, nah, bro. I'm not going anywhere.
You looked in that fight week. That was the most
locked in. Even at the trainings, man. There was the trainings, I remember just like, I'd be in the trainings and everyone would just be there, but just disappear, like, just muffled. And I'd just be doing my own thing. I'd be going through the sequences in my head before I hit the pads, like mimicking the entrance. As you look at the intro, when I was pacing back and forth, I didn't mean to, but when I was in the simulation in the gym or in the visualizing, I started to pace. I felt like a tiger, like a caged tiger. And I'm like, you're locked in here with me. I'm not locked in here with you. I'm the beast in this bitch. He can be a monster. The beast slayed the monster. Cheers.
You're also locked in that none of the commentary even mattered. None of the.
That's the first fight in the UFC. I still haven't watched the countdown. I haven't watched any. I watched one of the embeddeds because you guys are watching it, but I didn't watch the countdown or any of the embeddeds.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you because the people were like, your mentor going in fight week or whatnot. By the way you described it, like none of this, he's got your number or it's 3 or none of that's even entering your head because of how locked in you were.
Bro, I don't even watch football, basketball, gridiron, tennis, nothing. I don't keep score. I literally don't. People think I actually give, like, I wish you guys could know how little I give a fuck. You can never ever, like, impose your limiting beliefs on me. That's what you think. Or 3-1, you're gonna have to live for that forever. Nigga. I said it. He who laughs last, laughs best. I've been telling you guys from the jump, I don't give a fuck. Even if he fought another 10 more times and he beats me all 10, I don't care. I just want to know I can beat you. I always knew I can beat him. Yeah. Every single time I knew I can beat him. But I was just like, fuck, I just wanted to prove it to myself. Like, I know I can beat this guy. Yeah. First fight, judges fucking screwed up. Second fight, was beating him, and then boom, he catches me in the third round. Great story for him. Third fight in MMA, again, beating him, catches me in MSG. I'm just like, fuck, I know I can beat this guy. I know I can beat this guy. I know in my heart I can beat this guy. So I just wanted to prove to myself that I can beat this guy. So I really don't give a fuck about 3-1. I just want to know I can beat this guy in the worst way possible. And I did. I did. God did.
As you guys started the weight cut, what was that like at UAB?
Oh, bro.
Was MVP there at the weight cut?
He was there when I was leaving. Even I got some of his energy on the way out. I love that dude, man. Michael is the fucking shit. Like Tim told me before we met in London, he's like, bro, you and MVP are gonna be. I was like, yeah, I know. We vibe on anime, whatever. We're both big, long guys. We're both flashy strikers. But bro, his energy is we just vibe. That's my brother. And having him around as well just made me Like I was leaving one of the final weight cut, but even before that, Jordy tells it, put Jordy's clip in there.
When Israel is cutting weight, there's a certain point that he gets to, which I call the transformation. I describe this transformation as Israel shedding his skin and emerging as Stylebender. You see this mental and emotional shift in Israel, and it happens at the exact same point every single time that we cut weight. His mind shifts, the way he looks at things changes, and the way he speaks becomes very, very different. The best way that I've found to describe this transformation is that Israel Adesanya is quite literally becoming the last Stylebender. It's like his avatar state is awakening and starting to take over his mind and his body. The craziest part about this last weight cut is that there was a point right before we made weight where Israel was lying on his back, he had his coach AB next to him, he had his eyes closed, and he just kept saying, "I'm gonna knock him out." And in that moment, me and his strength coach AB locked eyes, and we both knew exactly what was gonna happen that next night. Israel was gonna knock out Alex Pereira.
And the way he puts it, when it's all about me shedding my skin, I was like, true. It kind of, I've always said this before actually. I've always said, even kickboxing in China, I was like, the sauna, or when I cut weight, is where I decide how they're gonna die, or how they're gonna pay. That's where I really decide. That's what I've said for years. I always said, that's when I normally decide, like, this motherfucker's gonna pay for this. All this shit I'm doing right now, this motherfucker's gonna pay. So Jordy puts it to a point where it's like, he says that I come alive, I shed the skin, I become the Stylebender. And I was like, sure, it makes sense. And then he says there's a point when I was lying down on the ground, and I didn't remember until he mentioned it, and I was like, true, I did do that. And it was the end of a song, I can't remember what song it was. And I just kept on going, I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna knock him out. And I just started to and it makes sense because it's like a ritual. Like the weight cut is almost like whenever they put me in the blanket and the towels and stuff, I feel like a pharaoh in a sarcophagus or whatever. Sarcophagus. 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 In the sarcophagus. And then mini.
Okay, don't hurt yourself.
Sacrifice. Look like a sacrifice. Nah, but I feel like it's a ritual. Even there's times when I haven't really needed to cut weight that much, and I just like, nah, I want to do a bath. I want to do a sauna just because it activates me. But then the next day I woke up. Then as I was exiting, that's when I saw MVP, and he just like, because Tyson and Brando and then when Ben was singing, and I was vibing with them, and the MVP pulls up, and I was like, yo, and I just hugged him, and I was just like, I just felt his energy in that moment. I don't know what it was, but I felt his energy in that moment. I was just like, let's fucking go. I can't remember what I said, but I threw the snake up. I'm about to strike, boom. And I was just like, let's fucking go. And I woke up the next day, boom, on weight. Didn't have to do nothing in the morning. And Jordy was just like, nah, ain't going to go grab dumbbells from the gym or whatever and put on the scales, just calibrate it and be like, like he never seen, like I'll tell you, me and Volkanovski are freaks. I've seen Alex as well. Alex, for what he does to cut weight and the way he fights, fucking God, genius. Just his physical genius. Like honestly, I still think he's the best fighter in the world.
Yeah, good.
Honestly, no, great.
Yeah, great.
The great Volkanovski. I like just the way he does now. Like it's so cool how like we're in the same like brotherhood. I love that. I'm also in the same neck of the woods as well. I love that. But yeah, me, when I cut weight too, I'm a freak. Yeah. I'm a freak. Even like doing the table tennis in fucking Abu Dhabi, Jordy was just like, nah, fuck mate.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about fight now. But before that, you guys changed the way you did things. Last time you were fighting, you were training around the time you were fighting. This time, you guys only did that a couple times and then brought it down earlier.
Just because what's risk and reward, you know, to train at the same time we're fighting or get enough adequate rest and sleep and chill. So we figured like rest and sleep and chill is more important than being locked in at that time, because no matter what, I'm gonna be locked in at that time. So yeah, it was good to do it like that, and yeah, we got it done.
How did you wake up on the fight day?
I woke up, I don't remember, but I woke up just clear. I woke up clear-headed. I love Andre, because Andre, when we used to stay at the fighter hotel, we'll come to my room, fight day at some point, and then we'll go through some stuff with drills and game plans and whatnot. But this time he comes to my room, didn't go through any game plan or anything. He goes, brother, I love the energy behind this, and he's holding the collar. He goes, I'm gonna unleash you, but I don't want you to go crazy. And I was like, bro, trust me, I'm calculated right now. I'm calculated. I'm not gonna go crazy. I just want to be right there. I want to feel, but I'm right there. And he's just like, bet. He didn't say bet, obviously, but he's like, he agreed. But he just wanted to remind me, just let me know, don't go crazy. Don't just go, ah! I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do a fucking Clay Guida, Diego Sanchez.
How did you feel warming up in the back?
So we get to the arena. I was just cool in the arena and in the bus on the way there. I didn't even take the Bentley because I was like, fuck. I look too good. It would have been nice, but I was like, I want to be with the crew. I want to be in the same convoy. And then I go to the arena. I felt great. I felt great in the back. I felt like I wish I was in a different locker room, but I think they gave to Game Break because he's a Miami boy. He got the nice locker room. But yeah, I felt great though. I felt great back.
You still had to manage your leg during fight weeks. I know you weren't kicking.
Yeah, a little bit. I wasn't kicking as much as I normally would have. Some points, actually, I was. I did later on. I wasn't kicking early on, but then like from Wednesday, Thursday, I started to kick like pop and send it. Yo, toothless, fuck off. And then yeah, I was still just kicking, but like backstage, I was on, man. I was on. Oh wait, I was on. There's a point where you activate yourself. When you activate yourself and you're just like locked in. So it gets to a point where like, I was like, I like to get wrapped. Once I get wrapped is when it's kind of like, shit's getting real. I was like, yeah, let's go. And I love Tate doing my raps all the time, and I always ask for knockout raps. And then he knows how I like my hands wrapped. He knows my hands now. So then, cool, warming up, blah, blah, blah. I was locked in. Warm up was good. I was fucking firing. I felt good. I didn't feel lethargic at all. Nerves a little bit there, but again, I have the tools and the mental fortitude to be able to calm myself down and just ride the waves. And then before we leave, after we say a prayer, like the last combo we always do is a 2-3-2. Ba ba ba. We'll do it like 7 times and just crack the fucking pads. There's a picture I even put on Twitter. Well, I hit the pad, and the pad like literally. That's me letting you know, bro. I'm cracking right now, but niggas ain't listening. They just like, oh, yeah, what you saying? Bro, fuck it. Shout out to you, man. Another thing, these motherfuckers, because he's sitting there watching me, watching every reaction, watching all this stuff. Sometimes when you look too close at the target that you're hunting, you can't see the forest for the trees. He's watching it, watching everything, and when you do, you think, oh, this is what he's gonna do. Bet.
Yeah.
So shout out to you for fooling the people.
Shout out to the team.
Shout out to the team. Shout out to Luca, stay hydrated, and Jeff for capturing the work. But yeah, I was just like, man, this is, I had zero plan of wrestling.
Yeah.
If it came, it came. Like I knew I was like, I'm stronger than this man. And I know I got stronger as well. I got stronger since the first
The last training camp was wrestling focused.
Yeah, but this one I got stronger. So I was like, if I get him down, I still know the tools. He ain't getting away. I'll hold him down and I'll fucking beat him up.
You weren't doing strength and conditioning in your camps up until the last few.
Yeah. But like this one, because it's not even ego. We just knew we're better than him striking. We just knew.
You've won more rounds even though you've not won.
That even said, that was like, I think you've won 11 or 12 out of 15 rounds with this guy. Something like that. Don't quote me, but something like that. And I'm like, I know. I'm better than this guy. I knew in my heart, and I just want to beat this guy. So I'm glad I did it standing. If I'd wrestled him and submitted him, people would be like, oh, I don't care. That'll still be dope. Yeah. Fucking finished him. He fucking made him tap, whatever. But I was like, nah, I know I'm better than this guy. I'm better than this guy. So yeah, ready, it starts to let you know you're ready 5 minutes, cool. I'm already, I can tell, you can see me when I'm just like, he's here. Yeah, and I feel him. I'm not even like, it's not like a third person view, but like I'm watching myself and I just know like I've arrived, like he's here. And then, when it's time, and then I play the haka as well, this one, I remember I like to play the haka before we leave, just to.
Which haka?
Like just on YouTube, like the sound. It's like a 12-minute haka, but just the energy in the room, it's silent, and then you just hear like the chants. It just gives us that like, because we're all Kiwis, it just gives us that like, mana. And then it was time to go. Right, as you were ready for you, I was just like, I can't remember what I said before I left the locker room, but then I just let the boys know we're fucking ready, let's go. And then get out there to the back. I'm walking through, I'm not looking at anyone. I remember there's only a few people I see that I like and know. I just like, and I get to the back, prep point right here, Izzy. I'm standing there, and I'm just like, again, grunting. It's a thing. Like, I feel myself. I'm just like, there's one I saw videos like, we're about to find out. I don't know where that came from.
We're about to find out. Let's go.
I was like, we're about to find out. I looked at Andre and said that, we're about to find out. So let's fucking go. I'm standing there waiting, I'm like, chill. And at one point I just yelled. And I remember everyone just looking like, oh shit. Because they weren't expecting me, but I was just there. I was like, wah! I just yelled. I can roar. Yeah. This guy is scary, big boogeyman, whatever. I had to call him the boogeyman of Israel's Adesanya's career. I bet. So then when it was time, and also the walkout, I felt like the first screen was meant to be at the end of. Yeah, but I don't mind. I mean, fuck, it was like a no. And this is the first time as well in a long time I haven't done the walkthrough the day before or the day of. I was just like, I know what I want to do. Get in there and unleash. Simple. But if I had done the walkthrough, I'd tell them this is where I want to start walking. I walk, get to the prep point. Decisions to hide. Back off, and then walk through the crowd. But like, it took a while, but it doesn't matter. Happened, boom. You can even hear me on the broadcast, on the pay-per-view, you can hear. It's a little laggy because online, on TV or whatever, and then when I start walking, and I'm walking, I see everything, bro. Once I'm activated, I see everything. I don't even know where this came from. I was like, it's my fucking house. Let's go. It just came out. I'm walking through. I'm just feeling myself, this is not where you belong. And I was just like, when I start bouncing like that, I'm feeling myself. I didn't mean to. I didn't practice this. I'm feeling myself. Freestyle. And then I get to the cage, the prep point, and then turn around. Andre just like, cling. Get him. I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. And then this is the first time as well I tapped all you guys. I went, because there was so much energy I could feel coming from you guys. I was just like, also, I even told mom today, I've never lost with you guys in the crowd.
This is true.
No one ever whipped me in front of my family. Like, the only time I ever lost is when you guys aren't there. I mean, I also won when you guys aren't there.
That
Costa.
was tough because I was doing one for the family. There.
Yeah, but like.
Someone said something to me.
What?
I think it was friends.
Yeah.
He was like, where's your family? And I'm the only one here.
Right.
And then he was like, that's a lot of pressure. And I was like, man.
Really?
That's a lot of pressure. I started thinking about it.
Oh, God, here we go. Me too. Oh, no, I'm the only one.
Family's not here.
No.
Like, oh, fuck me.
Sit.
And it just made it
Sit.
made it a lot tougher because you couldn't really. I know you can share the burden with like, the others, but like,
Yeah.
it wasn't the same.
Sit down. There you go. Nah, but yeah, for me, it was just like, I tapped into, like, because I was like, I feel so much. You never want to stay there too long, because for me, then I'll cry, because I just feel too much energy and emotion. So I just tap in, just boom, boom, boom. Let's fucking go. And then, yeah, when I stepped in the cage, I stomped the yard. I was just like, I was just my house. And I got to the blue corner stretch, and I looked at Eugene, and I was like, or Andre, I was like, it feels good in here. It feels good in here. And then Eugene looks at me and goes, oi, you're a mastermind. remember that, you're a mastermind. And I was just like, and again, never say shit like that, because he knows I am, and I know I am, but he never say shit like that because he knows what I need. That's not what I need.
In the interview, he said there was a bunch of uncharacteristic things that you did, like fist bumping the family and things like that, which was stressing him out. He said he looked at the coaches and like, "We all right here?"
Yeah.
But then once you guys met eye contact, he knew that you guys
You're locked in. Nah, I just want to tap in, get some energy from the fam, because you guys, I do this. This is the first time, and that's why I said like my final message, like with you with the freestyle band. I was like, this is the first time I'm fighting for not just myself. I'm fighting for my team, my family, my real friends. You know, and the people that really support me, my real fans, not the wishy-washy ones, the real fans, you guys. I was like, this is the first time I'm fighting for you guys. Like, this is not just for me, because I know, bro, I know a kid that was getting bullied just for being my supporter after the last fight. Goes back to school and then getting like shat on.
Oh, really?
That's sad. I'm like, why you, like, just a kid supports me and then he goes back to school, oh, your boy lost, you got fucking knocked out, And he's fucking upset, crying and whatnot. I don't want to get.
I'm so, what city is this in?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like, still, I'm like, nah, fuck these people. You know, so I'm like, yeah, you can be like, I'm me. I'm just authentically me. And someone loves me for me being me, that's cool. But then for you to shit on them, oh, your boy lost, how you feel? Like, he cried. So for me, I was just like, it's my first time fighting for all you guys. So I get in there anyway, and I'm just like, it feels good in here. And then Eugene goes, oi, you're a mastermind. Remember that, you're a mastermind. I was like, yeah, I am. I just knew, I was just like, then when he comes into the cage, like his music starts, and it's got like this chant. I don't know what the fuck they're saying, but I can feel the energy behind it. And I was like, right, I'm gonna use this. So I started dancing to it a little bit. Then eventually I started stomping to it. Boom, imposing my will on his music. And then he comes to the cage. He didn't even try to intimidate me. I never tried to intimidate him because I'm like, it's pointless. But he was trying online through the camp. Then he tried a little bit at the press conference and was like, oh shit. And then he didn't try anymore after that, after the press conference, because he felt my spirit. But then in the cage, it circles around, back to me. And I was right there ready for him, like, you gonna feel me, bitch. But then we get there, and again, boom, I start pacing. Just the way I felt. I started pacing. And now, blah, 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 blah.
You want to go through the fight? Because we did that in the other video. Or do you want to?
Nah, I remember it. I'll go through it, but like the keynotes. But then, okay, cool. Bruce Buffer is doing this thing, announcing, all right, Toothless, I love you, but you need to fuck off. Thank you. Yeah, so then, and now, fighting out of the blue corner, da-da-da-da. And I remember just like, what did I do? I can't remember. I gathered the energy for myself, touched my feet to stretch, earth, ground myself, and all the way through my body and into the universe. And I could feel, I swear to God, it was up there for a while, and I just remember just feeling everything. And I was just like, this is it. Inhaled it, brought it together and unleashed. Just, fuck, that felt good. I felt really good. And then, you know, the fight started, and yeah, I was ready.
Yeah, you thought your leg was hurt. Everyone saw that, but you still repositioned.
You know what's funny? How people, like smart men, even the Munchkin, oh yeah, he tried to act like he wasn't hurt. You know, I'm like, no, you were right. I was hurt. I even said at the post-fight, this is what I mean when people try and be first. If they're actually taking the time to watch the post-fight press conference, they'd see like I gave him props. And I was even like, I'm gonna learn that leg kick off him.
Yeah, you said that you hurt your leg and went around.
Yeah, but the dumb, the smart dumb don't actually watch anything. They just want to be first, so they just go film their shit, talk their shit, and then put it out there. Especially the Munchkin. The thing is, like, I've met him before in Melbourne, and I'm just like, we were cool, whatever. And then I beat, Costa or whatever. He was still talking shit. And it's like, I'll let Alex handle him. I don't really have to deal with him. Volkanovski, that is. But like, for me, for such a smart man, he made some dumb calls. Really dumb calls. And I'm just like, why are you such a hater, bro? Nah, but like, yeah, I can hate, but I'll still give you props. Yeah. It's funny how people, I love when I get proved wrong like that. No, you don't. You try and fucking save it. Like, but for me, if we're such a smart man, he makes some dumb calls and some dumb decisions based off emotion. Based off emotion. Maybe he had a lot of money on Alex.
Yeah, personally, I think it's just jealousy and envy.
Yeah, I think so. Jealousy and envy, and because he's such a munchkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because it was just so, I think but mainly because it was such an epic, like for example, when you were saying, in the fight build-up, this is the greatest rivalry, everyone was like, it's not a rivalry, but then, after everything happened, the way you did it, and how everyone was calling it one of the greatest wins in combat sports history, the greatest
wins in combat, greatest celebration.
Greatest celebration.
Post-fight
There were too many accolades.
Do I need to go on? How many in one fucking fight? So yeah, again, they just see it and they're like, I know for a fact, they just like,
it was just, too many accolades.
they're like, how can we compete with this guy? You don't have to compete. You stay in your own lane. It's not competition. You're in a fucking different weight class.
Yeah.
Stay in your own lane. I'm in my own lane.
Those 2 rounds compared to what they did.
No, trust me, he's great.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, but
But the thing is, like, they have to realize that there can be many greats.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But they don't understand it. They think it's like scarcity mindset. Like, no, there can only be one.
Yeah.
But nah, there's many greats. I'm in my own lane. I'm doing my own thing. I've never switched off from who I am.
Yeah.
I keep the same energy.
And that moment topped any of
theirs.
moments.
Exactly.
That's just what happened. That's just what happened. You can
And
just
it's
see
jealousy.
it.
Oh no, trust me. Hey, brother, I know. But for me, a lot of, not just him, a lot of smart people as well, who I'm just like, they'd like, oh, his ego, his pride, he wouldn't admit he was hurt. I'm like, I said it, I was hurt. If you fucking watch the post-fight press conference, I said, I will even learn that kick. I've already learned it watching him. I've already learned it and feeling it. Trust me, you're all fucked. The rest of you are all fucked, because I'm going to fucking kick your legs.
I mean, you're known for being a leg kicker anyway.
But now I found a new way to do it.
Yeah.
And also now you're gonna focus on that, man. I'm gonna fucking catch you with something else.
Like,
You
your
don't know
leg
what's
was
fucking
hurt.
happening. It's like my leg was hurt.
Just your leg. And
So
then
let's
you
go through the finishing
reposition.
wins. Let's go through. Okay, so there was a bit. It was already hurt from the first round, and that's why I was like, again. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna go southpaw. But he had no fucking business with me southpaw. It's only when I went orthodox, he just had to press forward. So there was a bit towards the end where he buckled my leg, and even here you hear Joe goes, oh, that one buckled him. It did because it hurt. And I go southpaw. I'm southpaw, I throw a body kick, boom. He throws a right to the body, boom. Then I go, you know what? If Moses can't get to the mountain will come to Moses. You know what? Because when I was hitting him some, but sometimes he would just move out the way, he'd be leaning away or rolling with it. So I was like, you know what? My legs hurt. Use it. And this is not like conscious thinking. It's subconscious.
Yeah.
So like muscle memory, people don't understand muscle memory, how powerful that is. As a dancer, I have many dancer friends and I know trust me, dancers have the best muscle memory that I know on the planet, because you can teach a great dancer a sequence and their body will recognize it. The neurons or whatever will recognize it and replicate it when they need to. So from the drills that I've done, my muscles just recognize it and it's like, right, this is what we've fucking trained and drilled for fucking thousands. So boom, we get it done. But like, subconsciously, I was like, right. So he throws a right to the body after I throw a body kick. And I was like, you know what? I'm southpaw. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to give it to him and get him close to me. Again, I set him up twice beforehand with the shell and it missed. First one I got popped. Second one, I missed with the hook. And I was like, right. I'm just going to, those ones I wasn't by the fence. But this one I was like, right. He thinks it's over. Hey, I'm just going to shell up. Yeah. And again, this is not conscious, this is subconscious. This is muscle memory. So I'm subconscious. And if you slow it right down, only thing that hits is the body shot. Nothing else hits. I have no reason to lie. I'm an honest man.
The slow-mo is there.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking look at the tape. But the thing is, you can give them the tape and they'll still find excuses.
Yeah.
Even when it's right in front of them, they still like, oh, nah, it must be. Like the little munchkin, oh, you need to go to rematch. Again, because of fucking salty little bitch. But like, watch this. I'm right there. Like the end of the fucking 281. I'm right there. Except this time I'm fresh. I got time, and the referee, I'm not hurt. I'm hurt on the leg, but I'm not hurt like, rocked or anything. So I was just there, and I rolled with everything. He throws the punches, hits the body shot, throws the knee, and then he throws the hook. And I rolled with the hook.
Yeah,
I brought it back
hook,
as soon as the hook coming.
And it hit more of your wrist than anything.
No, I blocked it.
Yeah, I mean, it hit your wrist, not
nothing
your...
blocked.
Yeah,
it was shelled. Like I used, that Fortnite meme was the best because it just displayed all the fucking defense was on. And after that, boom, muscle memory. That's the read right there. What do I do? Pop.
And even that whole time, no matter what
My eyes were on him. You watch a Sharingan, bro.
Yeah, no
You
matter
watch-
what position your head was in, your eyes were always...
On him.
Even when your head was turned to the left, rolling on the punch,
You know,
your eyes
shout
were
out to
there.
Doug. I've always learned that from the team, but shout out to Doug because Doug used to teach me that back in the day. Because sometimes people show like, they're like, fucking keep your eyes on the target because Doug is good at that. It's Doug Viney, by the way.
That will smack you if you're not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So for me, I was just like right there, and then when it come, pop, and then boom, I caught him, and then when I caught him, I ricocheted off the fence, and wallahi, the speed that I came off the fence, I don't remember the next punch that landed, but I remember
No, you
the
parried
speed.
the hand.
Yeah, no, I showed the jab, and I hit him. I don't remember that, but all I remember was the speed.
Yeah.
I remember just bouncing off the fence and being like,
And as you're
"Fuck, that
coming
was
back,
fat."
you moved his
hand
left
out the way, yeah,
his hand
yeah.
out of the way, and then you fired that.
But then again,
Which
I don't-
makes it even more skillful.
All that I don't remember. What I remember was the speed. I bounced off the wall. Boom. Woo!
Spin the block.
Pop! Spin the block on him again. I wasn't gonna let him breathe this time. And then from the guards, shoom, put that on him. And
Now that we're there,
then, yeah,
the celebration.
yeah.
Was it planned or was it just presence of mind?
So backstage, there was one point, I had a few, like I say, when I visualize, I go through the simulations of what I want to do. And I go and I feel everything. I can hear the crowd. I can feel the moment. I can feel everything. Like I visualize so much. It's like Tourette's to me. I feel everything. So again, without hesitation, I get up, boom, boom, and then back to sender, boom.
Because that's something you visualized.
Visualize. So backstage, Jeff caught a photo of me just like, because I was just like,
I saw that photo, yeah.
and I also, shout out to fucking Dan Mergliata, because I told him, look, comes to tell me, because every referee comes and tells you the rules, but he didn't even have to tell me the rules. Like, you know the rules. I'm like, I'm very clear of the rules. But can I ask one thing? When I was like, if I lay him out, can you please let me have my moment? I've been waiting 7 years for this. So please just let me have my moment. If I lay him out and he's down, I'm not gonna touch him. I'm not gonna try and attack him, but I need you to just let me have my moment. Yeah. And all he said is, you got it, boss. That's all he said. He was so polite about it. And I'm glad he did, because some other refs they'll make it about them. Hey, that's enough. No matter what you do, I'm not touching the guy. I could be like, That was another one I had planned. Like, it was in a simulation. But I was like, fuck, but I don't know. It just comes to me.
I didn't even for you to do it immediately after you got up instead of like jumping on the fence and being like,
I was ready.
Celebrating and then doing it.
I was locked in. That's when I was locked in. It's the greatest celebration. It's gonna, you know who's gonna top it?
You, yeah.
Exactly. But like for me, it was just like, nah. This is like, so I'm glad Dan Mergliata was like, you got it. Because again, I'm not gonna hurt the guy. I just want to unleash. So then pop, 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 3 hours in his chest, on his dead body. And I broke the bone, I carried on. And then, again, when you step in the octagon, you see everything because you're so activated, you're so hyper aware. I knew where everyone was at. I knew where you guys were at. I knew where his family was. I knew where everyone was at. So as I was walking around, I was just like, where is he? I'm gonna find him. And I was like, And I see his kid. And then his sister, I think, was holding them, shielding them because they were crying. But I was just like, and she looked at me, and she looked at me. I think they looked at me. And that's when I was just like, bang. And again, I don't react, I respond. People were like, oh, he's only a kid. I'm like, and the fuck what? If I had a son, and he came into the cage after 287, and then started to do that next to Pereira, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Hey, come here. I apologize. I apologize to that man. Like, I just fucking, like, bro, guy knocked me out in his home country, and it's my first ever time being put out cold. And then you see your kid doing that, and you don't have the discipline to scold them. And then again, before the 281, you're in your car being like, oh, look what my son did. And the son,
He make me laugh. Look at this.
I was like, nah, but I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, you're making fun of one of the moments of my life that I'm not so proud of. I'm like, bet. If you're not gonna teach your kids manners and respect, I will. So I did him a favor. I did that kid a favor. Now he has a life lesson that he can hold on to forever and just remember that. He can remember that. But yeah, I don't regret it. I'm glad I did it. Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah, fuck them kids. Michael Jordan. And then after that,
What did Eugene first say to you in your
I
ear?
can't remember, but he just.
They can't fuck with us.
I can't remember what he said to me exactly. I have to ask him again because I was in the moment. I felt him. I shook all the. But then he went out to Ash and him going, "They can't fuck with us. They can't fuck with us." Because again, we fucking did that shit. And I'm glad Eugene even gave me the credit. He's like, that wasn't part of the game plan. That was Israel's improv. Because like I said, he hurt my leg. I'm like, right. So I go southpaw to hide it. And I go body kick. Hits me in the body. I'm like, fuck. Okay, you know what? Just give it to him. He's gonna come close. He's gonna think it's. And I'm like, you're right there now. So I gave him a few shots because I knew I could shell and I was seeing everything. Right, checkmate. Boom. What fucking Hail Mary is that? What kind of Hail Mary?
Hail Mary. It's probably
Exactly. Yeah, but it's freestyle.
Yeah, yeah.
And then again, let me go back to the Munchkin. He said something about, oh, you know, the post-fight speech. You know, we all do this. You know, you have your lines rehearsed or whatever. We're not the same, Munchkin. We're not the same. We are not the same. I'm a freestyler. I can freestyle for years. I've been a dancer for years. I can go off the cuff. All I wanted to say, because when I visualize this moment, like I said, I'm in the shower. The shower is the most honest place in the world. I've said this because you're in your birthday suit, you're alone, and you're being run over by water. It's so honest. You can make anything happen in the shower. So for me, I'm in there, and when I visualize this moment, I was like, fuck. And like I said, I feel everything. I feel the moment. I'm like, fuck, I'm so happy. I just want people to feel how happy I am. So that's all I wanted to say. That's why I joke. Can I hold the mic real quick? And Joe obliged. I was like, hey, people, listen up. Everyone. I was like, I just wish everyone in their life could feel this happy just one time in your life, to feel how happy I am. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah. The rest, flow, freestyle. And then the rest of the interview, again, freestyle, flow. When I say his story or whatever, I can't, you watch the clip. But like for me, Munchkin, we're not the same. You might rehearse your lines and do your cringe, king, whatever, all that shit. You do all that. That's not me. I'm different. You're in your own lane. I don't disrespect you for being in your own lane. Don't disrespect me for being in my lane. Give it up for the great. You are great at what you do and be in your own fucking lane. I'm my own fucking lane on the highway, cruising and being great. So just always remember, we're not the same. Just because you do it doesn't mean I do it. Understand that. Yeah.
All right, let's talk, because you talked about this before. How did the relief feel of finally beating him?
Roll that clip, Luca, the one before the fight when I was telling I'm gonna beat this guy.
Full commitment, full dedication. Even though my mind sometimes wants to play tricks on me, I know the work I've done. I know what I have to do. I'm gonna beat this guy. I can't wait, man. I get emotional when I think about it, because I think about the result of what's gonna feel like, the relief, and that's why I get emotional. But I'm gonna fuck this guy up, man. That's it.
Win or lose, after a fight, win or lose, you always feel relief because of the work you've put in. And just to be like, fuck, we got it done. Even in New York, again, I felt relief, like, fuck, that's over. But it's not over because I'm glad it's over, I don't have to deal with the loss. No, even if I win, relief because it's so much pressure that I put on myself, so much outside pressure as well. But I put a lot of pressure on myself this fight because I just know, it's like, I have to get this done. I know I work best when I put pressure on myself. So I put a lot of pressure on myself. That's why I said, this is it. This is my last chance. So yeah, I put that. It felt amazing. It felt amazing. It felt unreal, surreal. It felt just amazing just to get that over with and be like, yep, I got him. Finally got the yeah. Fuck, it was so good. But yeah, the disrespect for me, I'm like, I don't care from fans or whatever, but sometimes I'm like, from people who I actually like, I appreciate their game, coaches, fighters, analysts, and some interviewers, not even some of them I don't appreciate, but some of them I'm just like, you do this for a job. How the fuck did you miss that? Yeah. And you're trying to discredit me and say, oh no, he wasn't really hurt. It wasn't really hurt, trust me. No, he's just his ego. He doesn't want to admit he's hurt. We all do it. I'm like, no, we don't. You're not me. You are not fucking me. Yeah.
All right, you said that you didn't peek around the corner like you normally do before this fight.
I didn't.
But now that, it's in the past, what do you see?
I know who I see. I've already talked to Dana, and I tried to set up some things, but
apartheid?
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you one thing. Okay, you know what? What I actually really don't like, I'm gonna take him to school in the octagon and on history, because what he's doing is creating divide. You can't, knowing your history, I've never questioned him as an African because, yeah, you were born in Africa, South Africa. Of course, you're an African. I've never questioned that. But who the fuck is this cracker to tell me who the fuck I am, who the fuck Kamaru is, who the fuck Ngannou is? I'm like, are you dumb? As a product of colonization, you're trying to tell me who the fuck I am. You can take the boy out of Africa, but you can never take the Africa out the boy. I never ever did that to him. I never discredited him as an African. I just, okay, there you are, cool. You want to make a fight, cool. But the fact that as a fucking cracker to tell me who the fuck I am, that pissed me off. And that's why he's my next fight. Because I don't want to fight anyone else. This one pisses me off. I like, this fight even Joe at one point, you replayed the clip, this was got an angry look on his face.
Izzy has an angry look on his face.
He does.
I can use my anger. Never use your anger in an emotional way. You can use your anger like I use in the Brunson fight, like I use in the Costa fight. You can use your anger to fuel you and be deadly. So, and I tried to do it in South Africa, but apparently it might not work. But again, I told Dana, you guys beat COVID, you know, before any big, you know, sporting, well, not agency, any sporting league got on the fucking field or on the court. You guys did that. You can do anything. I still believe they can. I want to do it in South Africa or somewhere in Africa. But he thinks they're going to have his back. It's only the product of him that's going to have his back. But he doesn't understand, like, who I am. And like I said, he's creating division. I don't like that because he didn't have to do that. Yeah. He didn't have to do that.
It's already getting dark.
No, don't worry, no. Trust me, like, you understand. I'm here now. I'm going to fuck this guy up. David, I'm going to torture this guy.
Oh, yeah, I know.
No. I'm going to torture this guy. You have
No, trust me, I understand.
I'm stopping now. I'm getting
yeah.
Nah, it's not even like I'm angry, but I just like I know when I show up, I'm gonna torture this
and
guy.
especially when someone does shit like that.
Bro, I'm gonna do it like my ancestors are gonna just yeah.
You're gonna beat him till it's black.
Yeah, on that. You'd be a real African then.
Gonna be one of us, Dragons. Free Mandela.
But fuck, I mean, you don't have to create division. This is not the time for division. He could have definitely got the fight without talking all that shit. But now you be careful what you wish for. You got what you want. So yeah, he's next, and I'm gonna fucking beat him till it's black.
Anything else that you want to touch on?
I'm done. That's it.
Oh, that was good.
Shout out to them. Shout out to us.
Hey,
shout out to the team.
And you.
Don't
let us in the house.
Oh, yeah, true. Sorry. Sorry, Mom. And you. Again.
It's hunting season. New t-shirt just dropped. The hunter is now the hunter. Yeah. Say less, just watch. Cop that tea.